All right. We are in the members only chat live stream, which I haven't been able to do one of these in a hot minute. So happy to be here. We need to check out our weekly right now. So as you can see on the weekly, major support, $86,909. We're holding there. We're doing good. The thing I want to point out here is this beautiful bullish cross on the stochastic RSI. This is beautiful. People should be excited for this. I wish I was a member. What's up, Rich? How you doing? What's up, Bernard? Good evening. Good evening. So yeah, this is actually positive looking forward because we're getting a little positive price action here. It seems as if for the last 3 weeks, not only is this level a major support, but looks as if we could start changing the trend. So that's kind of nice. Looking at our daily though, so on our new day, it is flashing some green. I would be a little cautious of that because we still have these high stochastics, but we are in that bearish control zone. We're doing just fine. We're still overextended from our 50 simple moving average. So even if we get a move up, I think that 50 simple and the downtrend is going to pose some issues. You're going to notice pretty soon why I have this Fibonacci here, and that's mainly because I think there might be some short-term optimism based off of what's happening on lower time frames. But yeah, anyways, going in a 4-hour time frame, 4 hour looks good, looks decent, looks like Bitcoin might want to rally a little bit, which is really cool to see. So there's that. Anyways, going into our 1 hour time frame, 1 hour starting to show some love. The problem I have, bearish cross. So, you know, expect the chop zone to keep on going. But when we go into the 15-minute, this is what's giving us more hope than anything else. We had this area that was acting as a resistance, or support, then became resistance. Now we're breaking through it. Upon coming back down, if we can hold this area as support, we could actually start looking for a rally anywhere between 91,169 and 91,864. So lower time frames are actually trying to do something right now. We'll see if the bulls have enough strength during these low volume times, but looks like something's trying to happen, especially as we had not one, not two, but 3 touches at that $88,890 level. So this could be nice. And then if it decides to get a little buck wild, considering this was a technical higher high, we could even go as high as 97,940. I'm not really holding my breath for that right now, just because I'm still in the ballpark of this is sort of looking like a bear flag. So yeah, that's always fun to see. Checking our liquidation heat map. Oh, I actually didn't look at this before stream, so this is going to be interesting. 24-hour time frame. You can see massive amounts of liquidity sitting overhead, sitting as high as 90,613. So if they want to, they can go grab a ton of liquidity, squeeze this thing up a little bit. But the one we really want to pay attention to is the weekly right now, because we do have a weekly candle close tomorrow. All your liquidity is sitting overhead. So let's hope they want liquidity. Let's all pray they want that liquidity. If they don't, well, we got lower targets. Could go as low as 80,734, but little optimistic. Little optimistic right now. Little bit. I have a short list for you guys. We're going to be looking at Ethereum, Solana. Then we're going to look at some that have been moving a little bit and are trending right now. We're going to look at Moodang, Hamster, Pippin, Aster, and PHB, Phoenix Protocol. It could roll over, but it's been making higher highs and higher lows. Yeah, exactly. So it's simply because it's the weekend and it's low volume, where I have to just keep saying anything can happen, which is a little frustrating. I know, but it is what it is. I'm not one of the billionaires manipulating the market. I'm sorry. But going to the upside would make sense to end the year, because Wall Street might look really stupid if they end the year in the red. In order for them to end the year in the green, we have to have the yearly candle close above 93,761. That's all they got to do. After this giant year, previous year, of 121%, it would look real weird if we just had a red year during a quote-unquote bull season. So, there's that. There is that. Anywho, let's go ahead and check out Ethereum, see what it's doing. Big old bowl of nothing. Big old bowl of nothing. This looks more like a bear flag to me than anything else right now. So, it's really dependent on, is Bitcoin going to rally to save this thing or not? Otherwise, I'd be getting some downside targets here, mainly aiming at that 2,881. This looks like a very strong bear flag. Like, I don't like that. 4-hour time frames giving you some hope, trying to hold support on the 50 simple moving average, but you know, we need Bitcoin to do something. Can we do perpy? Sure can there, bud. Sure can. So yeah, if we do catch the bids, great. I mean, we're going to run into some resistance around 3,118. If we can get above it, awesome. Maybe we go for a higher high. And if we do get a higher high, I would love to see a back test at 3,228 as support. But until then, it's just kind of like we might break out, double top, come back down, confirm a low somewhere around here, and then rally. And that would cause everyone to go insane. Just absolutely insane. So, prepare yourselves for anything. Yo, what's up, JB? How you doing? How you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. Oh, yeah. I ran 3 miles today, and then I did hills right after. I'm tired. I'm very tired today. Very, very tired. But anyways. So yeah, Ethereum still a little bearish until we can break above 3,228. Once we get above that, awesome. I'm going to be looking for 4,076. I still think after the breakout, we're going to hit it and then get a confirmation low. That's just an idea that I have. We'll see what happens. Moving on, we got Solana right there. Solana is doing a big old bag of nothing right now, hanging out below its 50 simple on the 4-hour, waiting for bids, just sitting back and waiting. If we go down, maybe a third touch at 125.99 would be worth it, but you're flattening out, low stochastics in the bearish control zone on the 4-hour. You would expect upside. Depends on if Bitcoin catches the bids or not. That's just, sorry to say. Sorry not to be more like, it's definitely doing this, bro. It's just, the market right now is kind of dog shit. And looks like it's going to continue being a bit dog shitty. We could see a 14.81% move to the upside, getting to 152.86, provided someone decides to buy this thing. But the setup looks great for it. You have a confirmation low, you have a higher low, great consolidation right around a level of support. Everything technically would be pointing toward that 14% move to the upside. We'll see if Wall Street picks up on it or not, because it seems like Wall Street's doing all the buying right now. And I'm starting to get this weird feeling that once retail does finally come in, Wall Street, they're going to get more aggressive with their selling. So we'll see how this goes. We'll see. Next up, we got Moodang. Moodang I do have in my watch list. Let's see if I can find it quickly. Moodang, it had some moves. So we were looking at this in the past, looking for a 33% move, then a 109% move. It did it both. So now it's just kind of consolidating and selling off. That was a crazy spike. Absolute insane spike. 4-hour overbought. So we're going to be looking for some retracement levels. I would love to see a bounce anywhere between this 8492 and 7542. So there could be a lot of downside coming for Moodang. Could be anywhere between 23, possibly 31% downside. And that's just because it pumped, therefore it's more than likely going to dump. More than likely. But super overbought on the 1 hour, 15 minute, You are no longer overbought. You do have bearish divergence. Awesome. You're starting to roll over. The VWAP is actually becoming your resistance. In the short term, this might be a trade setup. This just might be. Get that stop loss above 11,923. You could be coming straight down to support 09031. So for a trade setup idea, if the sellers do start coming in, could be an 18.5% move to the downside on your next leg down, which is kind of insane to think about. But this is your downtrend you need to stay in. So there it is. There it is on your 15-minute time frame. Checking out your 5. Already lost your 50 simple moving average. Very good possibility you start dropping. Very good possibility. So good luck to anybody who might want to take this trade. It is not a shoe-in, because this thing could just start ripping to the upside. Meme coins do that, so be careful there. But the volume is here. The volume is here. If you do feel like trading it, you can. Good luck. Good luck. All right. Hamster. Hamster. Now, I was looking at this thing earlier. It looked really interesting to me. Really, really interesting. Because you had a nice little spike up, pulled back, double bottom here. You're at all-time lows. All you got to do is stay above 230. Just stay above that. You could get a 618 golden retrace from this previous high. That would be a 59% move to the upside for Hamster. This is actually kind of nice. Kind of nice. 387 is your target. And, yeah, I would basically just be watching this thing. Once you reset the stochastic on the 4-hour, this thing might be ready to go within the next day or two. Just might be ready to go. 1 hour's resetting already. Waiting for that bullish cross with your moving averages. You never know. Could start ripping tonight. Could start ripping tomorrow night. But Hamster, everybody. Put it on your radar. If you feel like accumulating something and willing to gamble, just get that stop loss down here around 206 and enjoy the gamble. But 59% upside, and then of course it could go way higher, just way higher. Yeah, way higher. I wouldn't really think it would get much higher than that 999 level, but all-time lows, as you can see, all-time lows, and it's trending. It's all trendy and shit. Let's check out Pippin. Now, Pippin, I did look at this one before. This looks great for shorting. Absolute phenomenal shorting opportunity. Wait for the daily candle close. If we get a full daily candle close of a bearish engulfing candle, we're going to be shorting this thing into oblivion because this looks beautiful. 1 hour time frame, you are reset, but you just lost your 200 simple. You had a nice little uptrend here that you have now lost. Wait for the back test. It could come as high as 193269. If it does get up there, that might be the area to start shorting because you might come all the way down anywhere between 36199 or 10129. Like the very deep retracements after that crazy pump. You already put in your first lower low. You're expecting more of a downtrend. I would probably play it safe, 53% to the downside, getting you to the 1272. 74987 is the target for that one. But yeah, I'm just out here cherry picking the shorting opportunities at this point because I'm optimistic on Bitcoin, yes, but anything that blasts straight up like this with bearish divergence on, I believe it was a 4-hour that I saw it earlier. Yeah, the bearish divergence on the 4-hour, major bearish divergence on the 4, it just leads me to think we're going down and we're going to go down hard. Everyone's going to take their profits and send it into Valhalla. Anyways, that's Pippin. Let's check out Aster. Okay, Aster. I know I have it on my... Nope, I'm going to look for it. Hold on. I already have this thing charted out. That's the only reason I want to find it on my watch list. There you are. So Aster here, you have a nice little area that it needs to break above. You have a downtrend to work off of. If we do break out and we stay above 95.36, there is an opportunity of testing $1.11. That is about 13% to the upside. This is a possibility. If Bitcoin catches bids, this thing could break out and just start running. And that'd kind of be nice. It would be kind of nice. Of course, the other area it could get to is at 786, all the way up here at 117.57. I wouldn't really be banking too much on that 786 playing out, but I would bank on the 618. 618 looks nice. Looks really nice. And that would also be contending with a previous level that was acting as a resistance right here. And then, or a support, then it became a resistance. So if we do come on up, we would probably interact with that 113 level. So a little food for thought here for Aster. Aster might be one to keep on the radar. We could see a little bit of upside in the coming days. Last one I got for you guys, PHB. So this is Phoenix Protocol. And this one, all-time lows, putting in higher lows right now. Nice consolidation pattern. This thing could just spring on up, just like it did back here. So right at this moment in time, I wouldn't get too greedy with it. I would just, play it by the book. Just by the book. We could see this thing rally up 18.9%, getting you to 38 cents. So PHB, great spot for accumulation. You're at all-time lows. All-time lows. So no need to worry about it going lower, because if it does, hey, you want nothing to do with it anyways. Just give up on it. Just leave. Just run away. Run away. Far away. Far, far away. Now, if it does get a little more buck wild out here, it could utilize this previous high. And then you could find yourself getting up to 74.9, which, if it does that, you'd see a 131% rally. Little tiny coins like this one, some very small market caps, it's possible. I just wouldn't bank on it. I would bank on the lower, the 18.9%. That's what I'd be banking on. Alright guys, that was all the coins that I had for you. Let's go ahead and check out your requests. We have a ton of them tonight, so we're going to look at Perpy, and then I'm going to go watch Stranger Things, apparently. Perpy, not bad on the 4 hour. You lost your 50 simple, still above the 200, still above this 2483 level. Love to see it. At this point in time, though, it looks like major resistance at 3405. I would be a bit cautious here. I would be actually really cautious, because a previous uptrend is broken as well. You had this uptrend to work off of. You are broken down from it. Could not get above resistance. Likely to come down and visit one of these two levels at 2483 or 2011. So, not very bullish on this one at the moment, but could be bullish in the next couple weeks, maybe. Looks like your daily is still trying to reset. I would be looking for another test of the 50 simple moving average. Would not really be too optimistic on Perpy at the moment. But if for some reason bids come in, you could come all the way up to this 8904 level, which would be, from where you're at right now, 225% upside. I wouldn't bank on that, though. I really would not bank on that. Alrighty. Well, I know tonight was lackluster, but, low volume in the markets, not much going on. Seems like PHB might be a really good opportunity for a lot of people, but when it comes to shorting, Pippin looking nice. Pippin is looking really nice for shorts. Hamster looks pretty good. Also, Moodang could be coming down as well. So keep that in mind when you guys are looking at all these different things that are popping off. You can always short them. You can always short them. But hope you guys are having a great weekend. I know that there isn't that much interest on a Saturday evening for crypto charts. I do appreciate those who came in and hung out just a little bit. You're amazing. You're awesome. You keep me coming around. Sorry I'm not doing more of these members-only live streams. I just happen to be going to rugby practice on Tuesday and Thursdays, so I'm going to try and fix that. I'm going to try and get the schedule down to where I can get the member-only streams coming in more regular, or I'm just going to start dropping more member-only videos, and that might help as well. But anybody who's not a part of the Discord, join the Discord, links in the description. If you need exchanges to facilitate trades on weird little tokens like Moondang here, We have 3 affiliated links in the description as well. I'm going to get on out of here. You guys take it easy. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. If you're going to church tomorrow, say a prayer for me. My body's really sore. All right, I'll catch you guys later. Deuces, everybody. I'm out of here. Peace.